La verlusen da bagin da baslor la capita lung hang holichen da flu. Hello Ether people, how's it going? Good. I'm feeling good today. It's another day in the universe. Okay, today I just wanted to talk about a quick thing. Yeah, just a quick thing, you know, just about the world and the nature of reality and that. But yeah, all it is that the world's a crazy place. There's a lot of stuff going on. New World Order, poison in the air, poison in the food, the money system, NASA. I mean, I could sit here and list a lot more things if you want me to, but let's just leave it there. You get the idea, right? So basically, there's some other stuff going on that the mainstream are keeping from us, especially human history, by the way. We're being lied to about the history of humanity and also the planet. So it's not all doom and gloom, though. Let me just say that. It's just something that I wanted to just tell you about, and then if you know about that, then fair enough, you know, that's good. But then if you don't know about that stuff, maybe you've heard other people talking about it, and maybe you've dismissed it, you know, a bit of cognitive dissonance there, or maybe you've just not really got round to looking into it. Well, either way, look into it and see what you think, because it's 100% worth it. You know, in the Matrix, when that mate, he goes, yeah, he's eating the steak, and he goes, ignorance is bliss. Well, I disagree. It isn't. I don't think it is. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is, if you're ignorant, you are being manipulated and you are being lied to, and you are doing nothing about it. Okay, that's essentially what's happening. If you know about these things, or I've just told it to you now, so if you know about that, then you need to go and do something about that. You can either bury your head in the sand and think, oh, well, I only live 70, 80 years, so who cares? Yeah, fine. A lot of people are doing that. But what good is that? What good is that for anyone? Okay, I'll stop ranting, right? But look, so all of that stuff there, what the next stage is, so you can learn about that stuff and you can get annoyed, you can lose sleep, you can lose friends, you know, you can lose a lot of things, right? Or what you can do is then you can focus on something that is going to then bring you up to the higher levels, where it's going to elevate you, lift you up. Okay, so going back to the human history thing, so we've been lied to about human history. We get told bits of information, and we kind of build a picture in our head about what that is and what those people must have been like and things like that, but it's not always true. So essentially, you need to look at things to do with the spiritual world. Okay, religion is a good place to start if you want to. I wasn't interested in that from a kid. I was not interested in it. I was actually an atheist up until, let's say, a couple of years ago. You know, I'm going to be 33 in April, so like maybe 30, maybe a little bit after that. But I'm not religious at all. But I know that there is something else going on, and there is something higher than the humans. Right, that's it. I know that. So that's the thing to focus on. Right, all of this stuff in the world, I think it's a distraction. You know, this New World Order stuff, yeah, they're doing population control. That's what it's all about. They're just trying to control the population so then they can run the ship easier, you know, because they like to use maritime law and things like that. But yeah, they can round up the sheep and keep them in order. So that's what that is. But then what they're into, I mean, they're into magic, they're into the occult, they're into some things that we would consider weird, right? But if they believe it, then it means that it needs to be considered. Because if they're believing it and they're running the world, then why are you happy to go along with that? You know, why are you just happy to go along with these people who are into all sorts of weird things? Why are you why are you happy about them carrying on doing what they're doing? Doesn't make sense to me. But fair enough, you don't feel like you've got the power, you don't feel value, you feel downtrodden, you feel like you've got to just do what everyone else is doing. Fair enough, okay? But there's other ways, okay? You need to reach to the higher levels, all right? First of all, learn about the world, about the human world, and what that means for you and all the people around you, and how that has an effect on you, on your day-to-day life with physical things, and also your subconscious. I mean, it's a war on minds, it's a war on consciousness. That's what this is, essentially, for population control. It's easier to control the masses with them making their own thinking they're making their own decisions, than to physically control them. So that's what it's all about. You need to get into spirituality, and not in like the image in your head that you have of it, which is what I've mentioned before. Like, oh, what does that mean? You've got to sit around in yoga pants, lighting, I don't know, candles, and wearing tie-dye t-shirts and things like that. You don't need to do that at all. All you need to do is go into nature. Go into nature without any technology. Well, I mean, you can put your phone on flight mode, for example, but just go and just be. Don't bring any entertainment, just be. And that can be the first step. And after that, look on some more YouTube videos, look into other people who found, like a spiritual path. Look into Wim Hof, his breathing techniques, and look into meditation as well. There's a lot to look into. And some things you'll be attracted to, and some things you'll be turned off from. But don't worry, it's all a process. There's some things that I dismissed at the beginning. I thought, I'm not doing that. That's not for me. But now, yeah, I would, or I have, or I will do. So, yeah, it's all a process, and you just need to walk the path. And if you've got a clear goal ahead of you, for example, I want to have a free mind and I want to expand my consciousness and see where that takes me, then you'll be okay. But just don't get distracted with all the nonsense. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Bye.